Good morning, this is Rachel with Infused Meadows, back again. So, one second. You know when you just forget things and you're like, hey, I need that. Well, that's my day. Okay, apologies. So I've just done a video showing you how to make, or how I've been making my beef bouillon powder. I've also done a video, which is why I'm using this, and if it looks dirty, that's because it is. It had beef bouillon powder in it, which I've put into the jar. But now I need it for, I'm going to top off my onion soup mix, and so that's what we're doing. I'm not going to make I'm going to make half a batch because, as you can see, I am low. So I just want to top my jar off. So actually, I probably don't need that. I can just put everything I need into this. Actually. Alright, so we're going to start with a half a cup. Actually, hang on. Let me go grab my funnel. Okay. I'm going to do a half a cup of onion. So I got a half cup measure. And this is just dehydrated onion. Okay. And you can dehydrate your own. You can also cut it any way you want to for dehydrating purposes. So if you want long slivers, dehydrate it in long slivers. I think I need to get some onion dehydrated today. I do still have that. And I've got a big jar that is full as well. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of my bouillon powder. I'd rather fill that up and scoop. Use my knife to make sure I've got my 4th cup here. And try not to make a mess. Haha. Alright. So just want to make sure everything gets in there. Okay. And then, alright, so I have my 1/2 teaspoon measure, so because I brought this one over instead of the teaspoon, you'll see me do a few things more than once, okay? So we're going to go in with our onion powder, which is here, and I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of onion powder. There's a half, there's 1. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Half. 1. I'm going to use the other side because this is discolored. We're going to go in with 1 teaspoon of paprika. Okay. I'm going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. We'll just go on this side. And then, 1 second. I'm going to wipe this out because I skipped my parsley. I'm sitting here thinking, why have I not put that in yet? But because I don't want to put any of this in there. And then I'm going to go in with 1 teaspoon, of course, of parsley. I'm doing heaping. You don't have to. So, it'd be a heaping teaspoon. Alright. Where's my lid? Right there. So, now that we've got all that in there. Now, if you like celery seed, feel free to add some. You'd want about a 1/2 teaspoon of celery seed. I don't like celery seed. It's just me. I do have some celery that I meant to grind up so that I could put that into things, but I forgot. So I'll get that ground up today, and then I'll come back and I'll add myself a 1/2 teaspoon of just my dehydrated and ground up celery. And there you go. So if you want to go use this, you're going to do 3 tablespoons of this mix for 1 cup of water, okay? I don't generally make the soup. What I do is I like to use this when I make a roast. So what I do is I put my water up to halfway across, you know, if my roast is this thick, I want to go about halfway up the roast. And then I will add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of this. And it adds a really nice flavor to roast. There are a few other recipes that I use that calls for this. And so, you know, I'll use it whenever a recipe calls for onion soup mix. Yeah. So this is this. It actually took me a little longer. I tried to keep it short and just realized, I guess that's because, you know, I was like, oh, wait, let me go get, and I'm just rambling now. So anyway, this is onion soup mix. I hope that you give this a try. For those of you in the U.S., you can buy these at any store. I think every single store sells onion soup mix. I have not found it since I've been over here, so I make my own, okay? Like I said, I hope you give this a try. And if you do, 2 to 3 tablespoons per cup of water. I would probably go more with 1.5 cups of water, but that's just me. And anyway, I hope you like it. If not, love it. And if not, then hey, I hope you find the recipe that's out there for you. And as always, have yourself a wonderful day.